Alright, good morning from Kenai River, Alaska. I am Reuben. I do live streaming every morning from 10 to 10:30 Alaska time. Beautiful morning. I love being down here by the river fishing. I got one already. It has slowed down a little bit. The count the day before yesterday was at 60,000. It's dwindling down, but there's still lots of fish in the river. Alright, let's get some fish. There one jumped, so they're coming through. There's one fish. Oh, that was short-lived. I got the dock all to myself today. I had some very good friends from my Intention Personal Growth team here. The last 3-4 days we fished together. We visited. We had fires together at night. Had s'mores. And they all caught fish. They all took fish home with them yesterday when they went back to where they live. Some of them were from California, Colorado, Louisiana, Oregon, Washington. Fun group. We had lots of fun. I taught them how to fish, clean fish, and my neighbor Jeremy that helps me out did a wonderful job cooking for them. We ate well. We had a great experience together. 4 days went by too fast. For those of you that don't know, the sockeye salmons come up from the ocean. The mouth of the river is about 22-3 miles from here downriver. Water's going that way. They swim by here. They're plankton eaters. They do not eat. They do not bite on bait, so you have a hook with just a bead on it to float it a little bit. So the goal is to they take the 80-mile journey up to Skilac Lake to spawn. They take the path of least resistance, which is a couple feet in from the bank and down on the bottom. So the goal is to have weights, whatever kind of weights you use, and put the line in at 11 o'clock, about 10-15 feet, and lead it downstream. And the idea is to get the salmon swim up river with their mouth open. The idea is to land this in their mouth, and when you pull up at 3 o'clock, it hooks them. My son Reuben Jr. is coming up in August for a week. I'm looking forward to that. Fish with him, and we always have a lot of fun fishing together and doing things. He's in San Antonio, Texas, finishing up college, so he's doing an intern this summer at Valero. He's able to get a week off to come up and do some fishing with me and hanging out. I can tell that the fish have slowed down, but there's still fish in here. This is a nice salmon I got a little bit ago, right here. A little bit, maybe a Russian River one, I'm not sure. It's not as big as some of them are, so it was kind of not as, it was easier to land that way. Although I do like catching the bigger ones though. They're more of a challenge to pull in and get in the net. Come on, fishies. Now, how about the joke of the day, if I may? Why did the salmon cross the road? To get to the other tide. Ha ha ha. Get to the other tide, a tide. I do expect more, bigger numbers of salmon coming in the near future here with the salmon run. They're estimating will be 2 million coming up river to go up to Skeelack Lake to spawn. So it's good that they don't all come at once. You get like last week we had a day of 190,000, a day of 150, and then it backed off again. So more likely we'll have a couple more big schools of them coming in. Gives me time to rest a little bit, and not that I need rest in between fish, and I love to fish. Wow, I love to fish. So this is what I do. I get up, have some coffee, and I have my daily dose of fishing on the Kenai River. Yes! If any of you viewers would like to experience this, let me know in the chat. I do the live stream from 10 to 10:30 daily, Alaska time, on the Kenai River here. There's an abundance of salmon that come upstream. Pretty nice morning, a little bit overcast, but calm. Other than the flow of the water, which I love being by it. I love being by the energy of the flow of the water. But the hook is still sharp. There's some coming through. I see them surfacing on the top of the water. I get to experience this beautiful Alaska Kenai fishing. I just love it. Well, the way this is going, it looks like I'll be spending a bit more time to get a session limit of 6 fish if I decide to do that. I don't have a lot going on today. Sending out a box of fish for one of my friends that were here. I'm going to take that over to Kenai to FedEx. Do a 1-day shipment for her. Huh. Well, this is true fishing. Some of the other videos it was mainly catching. There's just not as many fish in the river right now. Come on, fish. Well, there's a few surfacing. I guess I could try the other corner of the dock here. Let's turn the let's go over here on this corner once and see if my slaying is any better here. This is a good spot to get them also. I like the corner of the dock simply because I can swing past and get a longer sweep to get the fish. Let's look over here. There's a few of them jumping. May have to suit up and go in the honey hole. Get my chest waders on. Well, there I felt the weight's going over a fish. I am doing this live 10 to 10:30 Alaska time daily during the salmon run. I do expect the run to last another couple weeks. Then the silvers will start coming in. I'll do some, hey, there's one. Yeah! Fish on! That is not a salmon, that is a trout. I will release him. I don't know what... That was a trout that I got that time. Once in a while we get trout when you're filleting for salmon. They're in there, so once in a while it just happens. I'm not trying. There's trout in here. There's 4 different species of salmon that come up river. Kings, Kings and Chinooks are the same. Coho and silvers are the same. Sockeye and reds are the same. This year the pinks are going to be coming in. The other 3 species of salmon come in every year. The pinks come in every other year. So this is the year. In another week, and for end of July, first part of August, there'll be a whole bunch of pinks in here. Then it gets a little bit tougher to get the sockeye. The pinks are kind of get in the way. Usually the pinks are not good to eat. When they're in the river, they already have that hump on the back of the fish that has a, they're turning to die. Usually we don't keep them in the river. They're good at, if you get them in the ocean before they get to the river. And a few of them don't have that hump. I will keep those. It's just the hump ones. I will keep them and bury them in the garden for fertilizer. Well, I don't feel so bad. It doesn't look like my neighbors across the river are getting much for fish either. So I don't think it's me. At least that's what I'm going to say. Let's go back here again. All right, let's give this corner another try. I'll get to fish every day for the next month. I love it. I've got 2 halibuts outing scheduled out of Homer, a combo outing, and those are fun too. You get halibut, you go for halibut, lingcod, yellow eye, sea bass, and sometimes some but Pacific cod also, which I love. All those white fish are good eating. Normally I fish to get them so often that I don't have time to drink my coffee. This morning I get to have some coffee, I guess. Huh. Yeah, good thing I got this one so far. If you have never fished for Reds salmon, they just swim upriver with their mouth open to get to their spawning grounds. And what I'm trying to do here, for those of you that have not seen it, the fish take the least resistance up the 80-mile journey from the mouth of the river to Ski Lake. They swim upriver close to the bank with their mouth open, and down close to the bottom. So I'm trying to land the string in their mouth, and when I pull up put in at 10, 11 o'clock and let the current push that string from I lead the weights, then from the weights out to the hook, the 4 to 6 foot leader, let the current push that down, and then at the end here, the sweep of getting to 3 o'clock, I lift up. And if I don't get any more fish than that one, which I enjoy being by the river. It's still a good day. I'm so blessed I get to do this. I retired 5 years ago, and moved to Alaska. I had this place since 2014. I sold out in my business. I got some investments going. I got my money working for me now, and I get to fish. Yes! It took me a while to get the investments going with the job and the business, to get the money working for me. And I worked for the money for quite some years. Now I got the money working for me, which everybody can do it. I can do it, you can do it. Oh, there was one that surfaced. So there's still fish in here. That's a good sign. Alaska has nice, brisk, fresh air. Being by the river, cup of coffee, fishing. Doesn't get much better than this for me. All right, let's get, I'm gonna get a fish now. Check my hook, make sure the hook is sharp. Yeah, it's still sharp. If it skis across your fingernail, it's not sharp. If it digs in, that means the hook is like new yet. When I slay like this, sometimes they get drug across the rocks on the bottom, and it doesn't take long to dull the hooks. If the hooks are dull, it doesn't work as well. Fish on, fish up, fish on, fish off. You don't feel the fish biting on the hook. They're not biting. When I pull up, that's when I know if I have a fish or not. So you can't feel a nip and set the hook. You just, on your swing down through, you don't really know that. You don't know that you have to fish until you pull up at the end. And sometimes it feels like a fish and it's a snag. There's still a little excitement with that until you see that it's not moving, it's not a fish. I may have to get tomorrow morning to live stream. I live stream daily from 10 to 10:30 Alaska time. But I think tomorrow morning I'm going to put my chest waders on and get back in the honey hole. I usually get them. There's usually more fish, a better spot for me to get them. Easier spot for me to get them. Well, I think a beautiful morning here in Alaska. Beautiful forenoon. I guess it's about 10:30. Well, I'll be on tomorrow morning again, live streaming. I'm doing it daily 10 to 10:30 Alaska time. So for those of, I did get one fish, I'm going to take a break and take that box of fish over to FedEx for a friend and ship them out. So if you like this channel, please share, like, and subscribe. Yes!